Okie dokie. I need to open Twitch. Okay. Alright, so I need everyone to talk so that I can balance audio between everybody.
You talk at once?
Well, not all at once, but like take turns. And Ash, I need you set up in your.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting it open. It's
Yeah.
taking
Well,
forever.
I'm just saying I can't. I don't want to balance your audio as is and then change your input. It would make no sense.
Well, hello, hello. This is Brownwind talking. Is this helpful at all?
You know, this is going to be impossible to do if I don't deafen in Discord. Okay. Try again. I'm also muted. I am not a smart man. Uh, the audio for the stream is coming through Discord. So if I deafen Discord, then the audio does not go through to the stream. Hi, Sid.
Is that what deafen means?
You want to fight?
No. Okay, I'm gonna drop so I can talk.
Okay.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Okay. Actually, Sid, I need your help. I need everyone is going to take a turn talking, and you are going to tell me who needs to be louder and who needs to be quieter. So first, Bronwyn.
Hello, hello, cousin of mine. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah.
Okay.
Good to see you.
And Jenny.
Hello, I love the audience participation here. Hi, Sid. Hi, Sid. Thank you for watching. And I'm looking forward to doing a combat session because Ren has Fireball, which he should not use this combat session because it is nighttime, and that would be like a big signal flare to all the stuff that wants to kill us. Also, we want to pick their pockets.
Okay. And Asher.
Hello, hello, Sydney. I have not seen you in a long time. Looking forward to catching up over a bowl of Rocky Road. I'll have Benadryl on hand.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
um,
So, is anyone louder than anyone else, Sid? There's a little bit of delay. A little bit of delay. She is just now reacting to the Rocky Road. Okay. So Jenny and I are a little quiet, which is going to all be on my side. Nobody change anything other than me. Okay. So, Jenny, say something again.
Hello?
Keep going a little bit.
Is this any better? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. QRSTUVWXYZ. And
Okay, is Jenny any better? Okay,
yep,
Jenny is good. I am not certain if there's even a way for me to fix my own, because I have it maxed on Streamlabs already. Excuse me.
oh wait,
Um,
Sid says Bronwyn is a little quiet and that you're good, Ben.
oh, because I'm not the only person in this channel whose name starts with a B. Um, well, it's a good
it
thing
looks
that I
like
can't fix mine.
Bronwyn's family calls them B.
Yeah.
Okay, Bronwyn, keep talking.
My family. Yeah, my family does call me B. That is a thing that my family does.
Okay, is that better? Did I make Bronwyn too loud now? Because I kind of cranked it a little bit. I have my freaking chat open 3 times and it's tripping me out. I don't think I need that anymore. Okay. She's good now. Okay. Thank you so much. That was wonderful. I suppose. I mean, we all know where we left off last session, so. Well, I mean, I guess those at home. And also because last session is absolutely fucked because my mic was broken, so nobody can even go back and watch it. If right. Um, Last session, our party left Storgard, and they traveled into the foothills of Mount Scylla, the lonely mountain nearby. And on their way, we had, which this little bit of roleplay can be rewatched. My audio is the only thing that is absolutely borked, but and I would highly recommend going back and watching the interaction between Ren and the rest of the party because Ren was rather upset about the testing done on Call, and Jenny did an extraordinary job doing the roleplay there. That went on for a while. Still, between the entire party, there's still a little bit of eggshell walking. And also, they came across a cabin in the foothills that is a little odd because not a lot of people live in the area. They decided to not go to. um, they decided to not go to the cabin and instead just tried to move along. After a while, they heard the sounds of chopping wood, and Ren sent his new familiar Pier to check it out, and saw a very large, very hairy man with a very large, very heavy axe. Um, and shortly thereafter, he started following them after insanely spotting the crow that was flying above him. Um,
Raven.
Raven, I am so sorry. Um, both a murder. Um, well, there's only one of them. Whatever. Um, or is it only a murder of crows? Is it not a murder of ravens? Moving on.
I know it's Murder of Crows. I'm gonna look it up.
It's an unkindness of ravens.
Of course it is. The cough's still here, apparently never leaving. And so we had that. We had the interaction with the mountain man, who once again nobody got the name of. And we moved on and got to about the outskirts of the area in which they were told to search. And excuse me. At that point, they set up camp. Ren and Henry's watches went entirely uneventful. And then Call heard the cackling, very familiar barking laugh of Gnoll. Thankfully, the Gnoll were not coming after the party, but instead seeming to have some kind of argument amongst themselves. I am missing a dice pouch. It's okay. The character whose dice they belong to are not here. Is not here. After waking up the rest of the party, Call checked everything out, found that one of the Gnoll had killed a cultist, and the others were feeding on the corpse, and came back to the party, and they are planning their attack, and that's where we are. I am going to go ahead and get the battle map open, and I will send y'all invites in a moment. Excuse me. So yeah, that's where we are. If y'all want to go ahead and I've already got Henry because
I knew what we were about this session. Okay, so this is something I thought about last session, but then I figured we could talk about it right before we got into combat. Because we're off like several hundred feet away, right? And we're just talking before we go and attack?
Yes. I believe y'all are more than 300 feet away from the encampment, because Henry was 300 feet away when Call was checking it out, and then y'all reconvened and moved a little further away.
So I think Henry's gonna say, so I thought it was pretty weird that the Gnoll ate a cultist before we go and wreck him. I have the ability, and I'll explain why later. I have the ability to cast Sending once a day. Should we ask Chels why Gnoll would do that? Does that mean that they're rebelling or that kind of thing?
I think that maybe that's something we should do after the battle when we've had a chance to look through their camp and see if there's anything else we can learn. That way we can maximize the efficiency of your sending, in case we learn anything additional later on. But it's not a bad idea.
So, should we maybe try for ranged attacks with these guys and minimal surrounding damage since we're trying to find stuff.
I agree.
Yeah. It sounds pretty steady. Henry, would you be ready to rush in if necessary, though?
And I have my spells that are range attacks.
Oh, that's true, you do.
But
that's very fair.
I will definitely rush in if necessary.
Okay.
Which, since my working out at the forge, I've gained speed and I can move faster now, which is I think is going to be helpful here.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that sounds like a solid plan, honestly. And honestly, I think our plan of attack is very straightforward. Be quiet. See if we can get advantage.
Mm-hmm.
See if we can get the jump on them.
No. All right.
All right, let's go for it.
Sneaking forward for.
Yeah.
We are.
Okay. First of all, can everybody see in Dungeon Fog?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a full screen. I got a square, but yeah.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, so there is actually a bit of limited vision. Let me zoom y'all out some, because I can do that somehow. Okay. Let's do 75.
Call looks so dramatic with that fucking cape.
I know.
I think Ren has a pretty good vision box already. Okay, so y'all should be able to like see the corners of your vision. It is nighttime, so I have capped how far you can see.
From my view, I can only see in 3 quadrants. I can only see within 1 square either direction.
You're in the bottom right-hand corner of the.
I am in the bottom. Okay.
Map.
Okay. If that's the case, then yeah, we're good.
Yeah. Okay. So let me select call. All right. So the hill in the northwesternmost corner of the map, that is the hill that you were on when you were spying on the Gnoll.
Okay.
Go ahead, everybody. We're gonna take a group stealth check. To have gotten this close.
17.
And what'd you say?
8.
How do you guys hear Asher? I can never hear Asher when they have those short word responses.
Yeah, your gain might be a little high.
Yeah. I have a whole 9.
You got a 9. The call got a 9 stealth?
Call does not have a great stealth roll. Call only has +4 to stealth. I rolled really low.
Okay. Well,
Call's a spy, not an assassin.
Is this better, Bronwyn? Text.
Yeah. I just have trouble hearing when you have like one-word answers. So anytime you say what your role is, I feel like the microphone only clips in for the second half of the word, and I never catch the full word.
Yeah. So maybe we try to, just as a whole, because I feel like oftentimes when y'all are giving me your roles, I miss the word. Maybe just try to say like, I got a 5, because that way we only lose the beginning of that. Okay.
I messed with my gain. Is this okay?
Yeah, it's
sounding good.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. So, sorry. Okay. This is where y'all are. I think you can all see the hill in the upper left-hand corner. For Jenny, it's not quite the corner because you have much more screen space than everyone else. Um, um, although I think it is at the extent of your vision. So yeah, upper left-hand corner. That's the hill that Call was at when actually looking at the camp. All right, so let's jump in. So for right now, y'all are not engaged in combat, so we're not going to do we're not going to roll initiative just yet. But actually, yes, go ahead and roll initiative, um, just to make things easier.
Out of 10.
That is a 23.
Okay, so we got. Hang on. Henry got an 18.
I got
Ren
16.
16. Ren got a 10. And Call got 23.
Yes.
Excuse me. Um, You're dead. Okay. Um, all right. So, Call is first in the initiative order. So, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, we can only move 30 feet at a time, and it's
You can also
fucking ages away.
you can also take the dash action to double your movement.
Well, I
Actually,
will
as a
do that
rogue, you
then.
can also take a bonus action to take the dash action, so you can move 90 feet a turn.
True. That's fucking true, I can. Okay, in that case, I will do that. Fucking remind me what the math is for diagonal lines.
So every other diagonal, it's 5, then 10, then 5, then 10. So the first diagonal is 5, the second is 10, and then third 5, fourth 10.
Okay. So each 2 is worth 15.
Correct.
Okay. Hold that right. Boop. I think I had 1 or 2 more I could go in that. I'm gonna go right here.
All right.
And that was my action and bonus action, wasn't it?
If you moved 90 feet, yes, that was everything.
And I move. If I can't go ahead and move, I'll back up 1. I don't think I moved 90. I think I moved. Sorry, I am not being fast right now.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times 15 would be. So you are 1 square going directly diagonal. You are 1 square into your 90 feet into your third movement.
Into my third movement. Okay.
So if you want to go back a square and still have your action, that's fine. However, in that position, you are too low on the hill to have line of sight on the camp.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, I'm gonna scooch right over here, because given the shading on this hill, that gives me good line of sight and
Yeah.
enough concealment that it should be.
Yeah.
I should be pretty okay.
I'd say you probably still have half cover from A and B, and you're gonna have at least 3/4 cover from C, where you are right there. Also, make a stealth check for me, unless you are just sprinting forward with no care in
I'm
the world.
just sprinting forward right now.
Okay, so if you just sprint
Or
forward, then
actually,
they're
no.
gonna know that you're
That
there.
no. No, I do want to be. No,
Yeah.
sorry, I misunderstood your question. Yes, I want to be
Yeah.
stealthy.
All right. So roll stealth check. You know what to do.
I know what to do. That is a whole 12.
Um, okay. Um,
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and call that because there's not much more call can do other than get in position at the moment.
all right. Henry, you're up.
I have no idea where Broadwin or where Call went, so I'm
Just
but like I'm
basically
just gonna go
straight diagonal northwest.
5, 15. This is as far as I can.
You can also dash.
Oh, I dash. So then, does that doubles? You said. Okay. Wait. Okay. So question. So the diagonal I went was like here. Okay. Well, because I think my before something I do want to clarify though, by diagonal like straight, like you're going through every corner, is that just 5 feet, or is it like you're going across like 2 squares? What?
You in the square that you're in, you are adjacent to 8 squares. Okay? In the diagonals, okay? If you are moving along the diagonal, if you move from here to here, it's 5. If you move from here to here again, it's 10 movement to get to the
Okay.
second square. So it
I
just
wasn't sure if it
alternates.
was like this, like here was 5 and 10. I don't know why it would be like that, but
You do not have the ping tool active. If you
oh well, whatever. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay. And that, unless you have a bonus action spell that you want to cast on yourself, you have no sight lines on any enemies at the
Oh,
moment. So
I do. I do. Well, I'm gonna wait till Ren shows up, and then I'm gonna cast Bless. I don't think
what's the range on Bless?
it's a good question. It's a good question. 30 feet.
Yeah, so you are not within range of Ren. I do need a stealth check from you though,
Oh yeah.
unless you are just pots and pans in it the whole way.
I mean, I kind of do that anyway.
Well, yeah, you're pots and pansing it, which is why you have disadvantage on this roll.
9 and 19, so 8.
Okay. Call. You can see that the Gnoll have heard something and are kind of on the swivel now, but they don't really know what's going on and haven't moved to take action. Um, One moment. Okay. So that is Ren.
Okay. So he's gonna go dash with his friends. So 5, 10.
I will just point out that that pile of rocks is difficult terrain, so
Okay.
that'll cost double movement.
Unless I go. Oh,
Of
okay.
course, you can go around it, but
there are numbers here.
There are numbers?
Yeah. When I'm dragging my little figure, it's a little orange line, and then there's a circle that has a number that goes bigger the farther out I go.
I think that is the amount of feet away from your character, or it's either
Amount of square.
amount of
Number of
squares.
squares.
Okay, so there you go.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I noticed it for the first time today too. It's very nice.
So if you're just gonna travel in a straight line, we can use that for distant. Or no. Wait, hang on. What is? Can I? No. Pay no attention to that ping. Um,
But altogether, I can just move 12 spaces, right? Like in a straight line.
uh, yes, diagonal gets a little weird with that. Is
Well, really, we can safely assume. Okay, I'm just gonna do this
you
manually.
can get here. Is it
Okay.
like if you're just gonna go directly that way? Well, you can get here because you have to go around the rocks. So you
Okay,
can be
so right next to Henry.
directly to the left of Henry if that's
Let's
your.
do that.
All right, and go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Oh, that's a nat 20.
Uh, silent as the dark. Um. Okay. And after that, the Gnoll on watch, which was Gnoll C, is going to try and check out what just made the pots and pounds and pans sound that he heard. So that's 5.
That the cultist has a figure.
I know.
Uh, oh shoot, I didn't update it. My bad. I had, I guess I used the wrong map, but I had updated it to a dead body instead of a token. Um,
I love it.
darn. Um, uh, 1 second. Uh, no, no, no. Okay, I give up. Um, but yeah, that cultist is dead. He's not actually there. But as this guy gets here, so he crests the hill, and takes a look around, kind of growls a little bit, holding his spear, um, and just kind of squints into the night. Call, that's you.
Wonderful. Okay, well, does not look like Call's going to ever get. I guess I'm just going to roll to hit Null C.
Okay, you're gonna shoot him with your bow.
Yeah.
Okay. I think we're gonna spring the surprise condition on them. So you do have sneak attack because he does not know you're there.
Yay! We love sneak attack. Okay. Let's see. So Carl is going to stay in place and is going to go ahead and aim their bow. So sneak attack, I get advantage, which is good because that first roll sucked. Alright, so that is a 21 to hit.
Miss. I'm kidding. That's definitely a hit.
Thank you. Alright. Well, in that case, Call is going to be squatting down and going straight for this fucker. And I'm going to grab more d6s because I apparently need more fucking d6s.
As a rogue, you need all the d6s.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that, and I only ever have like 3 on hand.
Oh, just real quick. I actually recently bought 2 d6s, and these are for Barnabas's swords.
I love that. Okay. So I currently am going with okay, so that would be a 17.
17 damage.
Yeah.
All right. It just pierces into the shoulder of this gnoll, who immediately yelps out and kind of twists around to the side, and immediately noticing you because you just shot it. Movement or bonus action.
Yes. Call is going to if I can click back into Dungeon Fog. Call does not like this. Call's not used to actually fighting on like even terrain with somebody. They're kind of at a loss right now. Let's see. I don't fucking remember how to do things. It's been so long since we've had a combat section.
It's been a minute.
Fuck. What happens if I choose my bonus action to disengage?
Okay, so disengage only matters if you are in melee attack range of something.
I'm not in melee attack range at the moment.
Okay. So
Okay.
disengage just makes it to where no one gets attacks of opportunity on you when you move away from their threatened range.
Gotcha. Okay. In that case, can I go ahead and do let's see. No, that's not really useful. I kind of think I'm just take a little bit of a step away from him, but ultimately stay mostly where I am and just kind of end my turn.
All
it's
right.
not a great spot. I don't really know what else to do.
Okay.
Actually, wait. That's a fucking tree, isn't it?
It is too small to climb.
Damn it. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and cede my turn.
Fucking call and trees. All right. So after that, um, Henry, you're up.
I'm gonna decide if I want to cast Bless or if I just want to go and hit him with my hammer.
Call is in range of bless.
But do we need it? These guys are little.
You have 6 seconds.
Okay, I'm just gonna go up and hit him.
All right.
Okay. I can move a little bit, hit him, and then move again, right?
You have 30 feet of movement.
Okay. So I'm gonna go up right here, and I'm gonna say hi, and then hit the fuck out of him.
This poor fuck.
That was a nat one.
That misses, my dude. But you get
I
two
mean,
attacks, right?
7? Oh, I do. So, plus 6. Does nat 1 matter for
It
attack
is a
rolls?
critical miss. It is not possible to hit when you roll a nat 1.
Okay.
And sometimes a DM will add flavor that can make it even harder for you.
Okay, 15.
15 does hit. Just hits.
Roll damage. Oh, that's good to know. 15 is the DC. That is a 10 damage, my guy.
So you come up, and this gnoll gets scared of you coming immediately out of the darkness and flinches back just enough to that you swing and do not make connection, and then you spin it around and with a backhand cave his skull in, and he drops to the ground lifeless.
Nice.
Amazing. Okay, I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to go up to call. Let's see, 5, 10.
And dead. I'm just going to go ahead and trash the cultist because he is also dead and I don't want to be confused.
Don't we want to loot the body?
The body is still there. I just don't want to mess with anything. Ran, you're up.
Okay. Ren is going to take Ren's going to take his movement. I believe that can take him there. And we're going to go ahead and attack. You know what was fun last time?
What was fun last? Exploding heads?
Exploding heads? Can we explode some heads? Can
Go
I
right
do,
ahead.
okay. I'm gonna cast Mind Spike at 3rd level, and I'm gonna twin spell it.
So, Jesus.
Because that's just really fun.
Is that a saving throw or an attack roll?
That's a saving throw.
All right. What's the DC on that?
Good question. $15.
Okay. Well, A saves with a 17. Or sorry, what kind of saving throw?
Wisdom.
Yeah, 17. And B gets a 9. So go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Okay, so
Is it half
they get
damage?
half damage.
Okay, so go ahead, yeah.
Okay, so what the hell am I doing? Okay, so it's 48, right?
I don't have the spell pulled up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3d8 plus another d8 for higher level, so.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So 4d8, roll the same for both of them.
Yeah, just roll the same, and then A will only take half damage.
Cool. Yeah, d8. Okay. Okay, numbers. 16.
All right. If I can learn how to type. Um, so that's 8 damage to A and 16 to Gnoll B. And it would be their turn, but they are surprised, so they don't take their turn. Call, you're up.
Okay. Call is gonna go ahead and hop their happy ass up the hill a bit, and is going to go ahead and aim their bow at Gnoll B. So, okay. So that is a 27.
That does hit.
Okay.
You do not have sneak attack on this one because there's nothing giving you advantage and you have no allies next to it.
Even on top of the hill?
Oh yeah, you have height advantage. Go ahead.
I mean, even if I didn't, the difference in what I rolled there was literally 1 point, so it would have gone from 27 to a 26.
I'm talking about your damage roll.
Oh, my damage roll. Okay, yeah.
But
yes.
still, you do
Technically.
have height advantage. That is the rule that I have had, and I haven't told you that that's changed. So yes, you do have advantage, and
Okay. In that case, that is a 16.
16 damage.
Yes.
Y'all watch as an arrow sprouts from the eye of Gnoll B, and it drops to the ground.
Fuck yeah.
All right.
Good aim.
Next, Call, you hear some skittering on the cliff to your left, to the west, and followed by, where did I put it? A kind of loud cracking sound, and then some. Hang on, 1 second. Then some rocks roll down the hill. Y'all see those, right? They just appear, and roll into, or roll towards Gnoll A, who makes a saving throw. Does not make the saving throw. D10. Takes 6 damage. Second saving throw. Does save on that. Is not knocked prone, but kind of staggers after being hit by the boulders. That was. And then. You also see a much smaller rock just zing off to the side. And Call, with your perception, you would be able to see these little friends, who you can't even see their token because they are so small. But yeah, you see some little lizardy, long snout. You cannot tell what color because they are out of the firelight. And they're messing around in the rocks up there and did a little bit of hurt on Gnoll A. After that, you also see a much larger but similarly colored, or well, you don't know the color, with wings that look much too small to be any help. Slightly humanoid, but slightly dragon shaped, roaring in kind of just, hey, I'm here, I'm gonna kill you type ways, with a short sword drawn, appears on the side of the hill. And Henry, that's your turn.
Henry doesn't see that, right?
They are not trying to be stealthy, and you have dark vision, so yes, you do see it. B's dead.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna attack the Gnoll and then we can talk to them after. I don't know, it's Henry. He says, "Thank you, friends," and then attacks Gnoll A. Sacred Flame, Dexterity saving throw of 14.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. 2d8 of damage. I'll do 10 damage.
10 damage.
Mm-hmm.
The holy light that streaks out from your palm strikes the gnoll in the chest, and he crumples to the ground. With that, I don't know if anybody can actually see that, but there is. I think Ren can see that. And it is Ren's turn.
Give it 2 seconds.
I think I do use my movement to go down by Ren, though.
Okay, that's fine. Oh, something we need to do for next time is get a peer token. Because peer acts, it
We
has
need a
their
peer
own.
token.
It does need a token.
Peer cannot do damage, but can do other things in combat, such as give the help action by distracting an opponent and therefore granting advantage.
So, Pier can deliver touch spells.
Oh, and that too.
Ooh, that's
Yeah,
really nice.
yeah. So it's mean. With some things it can be mean. But yeah, Pier cannot attack of her own, like, damage stuff. So people just showed up and gnolls are gone. What's the attitude looking with these guys? These mysterious.
Give me an insight check real quick.
Oh, so you know how 7s and 1s look really similar, and sometimes you hope it's a 7.
And it's not.
This is in that one.
You the ones up on the cliff you can't really see well enough to get any kind of gauge on. And the one that has come down the hill, he just really needs a hug, man.
I'm not sure that's correct.
Like that
Okay.
that's the read you get from his face. Ren isn't exactly the type of person to notice someone needs a hug and immediately give it to them. Like, that's not really Ren, so I'm fine if you don't run up to this guy and give him a hug. However, that is the impression that Ren is getting.
Understandable. Okay. You know what? Ren is going to move. No, he's a stay right there, and no, no, yeah. Okay, I'm taking too long. He's gonna stay right there, and he's gonna have a ready action,
Okay.
to attack if anybody else attacks, or like if one of the unfriendlies attack.
Okay, are you readying a spell?
Yes, he's gonna ready chill touch.
Okay, cool. Smart, because if you ready a spell that requires a spell level, it still fizzles out and you still lose a spell slot. Um, all the all the Nolan cultists are dead, and they rolled shit for initiative. The Gnoll rolled a 3 for initiative. All right, let's call. That's you.
How, um, let's see. I think Call's gonna take just a little bit of a step further forward on the hill.
You are about equal height with the guy labeled B. Um,
Okay.
the ones on the cliff are above you.
Yes. I have stuff that I want to do if they turn out to be unfriendly, but um how does readying an attack work?
So basically, you just do just that. As not a spellcaster, you are literally just drawing your bow until something happens. So you have to have an action that something has to happen in order for you to take your readied action. So it can be if they attack you. It can be if one of them gets too close. It can be if somebody says a specific phrase, you shoot. It can be you can hold your action until one of your friends makes an attack. Um,
Okay. And it is just that singular thing that you can do.
uh, so technically you can only so technically there's two ways of going about it. You can hold your initiative, which it means you can't do anything right now, and you just have to wait until, and you have to tell me when you're at the initiative you want to go, and then your initiative just is that new number. Or you can hold an action, which is only an action. It's only a single action.
Okay. Okay.
But if you hold an action, you keep your initiative where it is.
Okay. Okay. Um, in that case, Call is also going to just have a ready action, and they are going to see if anyone makes an unexplained, like, movement toward us, and by that I mean more than like a couple of squares. So if it's like clearly they're aiming at us and not readjusting position, that's when Call's going to
So,
attack.
advancing aggressively.
Advancing aggressively. Thank you. Better words.
All right.
Can I? Is it possible to use a? No, I don't think that's gonna work. I'll ask it anyway, just to get that confirmed. I assume it's not possible to use a bonus action like insightful fighting on a readied action.
Correct. You cannot. Mm, uh, let me read insightful fighting real quick. As one action, insight check. So insightful fighting wouldn't really be a like aggressive action. So you could do that now, and people would like. This is you trying to the way insightful fighting works is you are trying to find the weak spots on someone, which doesn't take anything visible to happen. You're just looking them over. So
Okay.
you can do that now. Um, and
Okay.
if these turn out to be friends, then they wouldn't know that you even did it.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go ahead and use insightful fighting on the one labeled B.
Alrighty. Oh Jesus Christ. So yeah, give me an insight check.
Okay. Oof, a whole 8.
Well, he got a 3, so
Nice.
let me just double check that he doesn't have anything added to that. He does not. Okay. Alrighty. Show with that. So you're holding your attack for if someone. So you have insightful fighting on B, which means you get sneak attack even without anything granting you advantage. You're holding your attack for if anything makes aggressive movement towards you. And with that, I think you're the one that can see this at the top of your screen.
Yes.
We have two more friends appear there. And another comes running down the hill. This is wrong. My bad. I changed the wrong one. That's the entire cliff. Don't do that. Stop taking the cliff. Stop it. Just give me the. Oh Lord, there he is. Uh, okay. Suddenly there's an earthquake and you all fall prone. Um. Um. Uh. Not really moving aggressively. Not even taking a dash. Comes down the hill. As well. Uh. Also, he moves. And you know what? B doesn't actually move. Henry, you're up.
How does talk, like, I want to use my turn to talk to them? Is it still 6 seconds of
Yeah,
dialogue?
yeah.
Or...
You have 6 seconds of speaking.
And would that take my action, or could I ready an action as well?
It would take your action if you are going to spend the whole time. I mean, if you readied an action to like swing or cast a spell, especially if it was a spell that requires verbal components, then you wouldn't be able to talk.
Okay, I think I'm gonna take my turn to talk.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say, thank you for your assistance. I appreciate. Oh, I appreciate the assistance. Do you have quarrel with us?
Um,
And I say that to B.
he stands up taller and emits a series of growls that you cannot understand. And that's your turn.
Which Henry's hammer is away, right?
You did cast a spell, so yeah, your hammer would be on your belt.
Okay, I think Henry kind of goes like this, like.
Okay, that's your turn. He moves there. And yep.
Oh, was that big looking guy by the campfire?
Oh yeah. Sorry, I didn't describe him. So he is very similar to the others. And as he gets into the firelight, you can even see the coloration. He is very dragon shaped. Although also humanoid, standing upright, walking on its hind legs, articulated fingers on its hands, thumbs. It has a serrated, doesn't actually tell me, two-handed sword. It is red and it has bigger wings than A and B that have come down the hills. And yeah.
Okay.
Sorry. A check, is that a bonus action?
It is.
Can I make an insight check?
Yes, you can make an insight check. On who? You didn't see this guy until just now, so.
No, I didn't see that guy. So B.
Yeah. Okay.
Because he growled, I'm assuming talking.
Yeah, you can.
Oh, fuck.
Technically, checks are supposed to be actions because there are certain class features that allow you to take them as bonus actions. However, since you used your action to talk, I'm going to allow you to make the insight check.
Okay. Okay. It's a 9.
I mean, on a 9, I'm not even going to, and because you can't understand his language, I'm not going to roll deception. or anything. I'm just going to tell you what you get with a 9. This guy looks scary, is what you get with a 9. There are horns and just kind of spikes off the side of his face. Lots of sharp things about this boy.
That's his physical appearance, though.
Correct. And other than that, when he straightened up to talk to you, it looked like he was puffing up to, like, as an intimidation type thing.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry, Ren can go now.
Yes, Ren.
Mm,
Returning to your turn, your chill touch that had your hand kind of glowing icy fizzles out and does not take effect.
Ren is gonna move here, like kind of moving slowly and unthreatening kind of thing. And he's just gonna kind of take a general, like, cautious look around, like, okay, Henry's talking, nobody's, you know, killing each other quite yet, and he's gonna ready another chill touch and just kind of keep an eye on things.
Okay. All right.
I don't know if that's helpful.
If so, that's fine. If you want to make any kind of check, you wouldn't be able to ready the spell.
Yeah, he'll just ready the spell then.
All right.
But he's just not looking immediately threatening, I guess.
All right. We're back to call.
Okay, since I did insightful fighting, does that also essentially like fizzle out with the start of a new turn? Will I no longer get, sneak attack on them now that my turn has passed?
Here's what I'm going to do.
Unless I decide to, what?
All right. So I added an eye. That is your insightful fighting. That's going to stick around until you get a hit on them. I'm not sure what the actual raw is, but that's what I'm going to do. So
Okay,
until
so
you get a hit on B, you keep insightful fighting. Which, it's possible that... Okay. I'm going to say that you have it for a minute. Because it says you have it for a minute or until you hit them. Because that's how it is. That's how it is if you get it. Like if you don't succeed, is it lasts for a minute. So.
Okay. So I could feasibly also stack those, so I could roll another insightful
So
fighting
it
on
does.
Someone else and have...
It does say that. So technically, it's supposed to be used in conjunction with an attack.
Yeah.
So it does say that you. So if you fail, you have disadvantage on attacks against the creature until you use for a minute or until you use insightful fighting on a different creature. So I'm gonna say that you can't use it on multiple and have it. You can't have it up on multiple creatures at once. I think technically it is supposed to be used as a bonus action before your attack, and
Yeah.
then just like immediately be done with. So it's. I'm not sure that we're supposed to be able to do it the way we did it, but we already have done it, so I'm gonna let you keep it.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Well, in that case, Call is probably going to say, I think Call's going to echo what Henry said. If Call says anything, is that going to take a whole action?
If you are trying to talk to them, yes. If you are like shouting a single instruction, I would count it as a free action. So like in combat,
Okay.
if you were fighting and you just said, "Hey, we're doing this," or "Hey," or "Hit this one," or whatever, that I would go for free. But if you're trying to have a conversation, especially if you're trying to talk them down, I will not let you ready an attack action because that like readying an action, especially for the bow, is you draw your bow and aim.
Mhm. Okay. Um, I think Carl is not going to be as friendly as Henry is, and is going to ready an action, with their bow. I think their um, trigger is going to be anyone who gets closer than within like 3 squares proximity to uh, the
Okay, so
party, since
if
they're
anybody
also
gets
bunched
within
up together.
15 feet of you.
Yeah, if anyone gets within 15 feet of us.
All right. That's that. Um, you see kind of simultaneously all four of the smaller creatures. Hang on, what's their 31, 20. Okay. All four of the kind of in a similar fashion to you, all four of the smaller creatures that are up on the cliffs begin spinning slings.
Okay.
And then this guy moves there. And this guy is going to move there.
They're trying to flank us.
Oh. Henry, it's your turn.
Um, the the one that doesn't have a name token, you said he's bigger, right?
Just slightly. Like, if comparing to humans, it would just be like a slightly bigger guy. Not like a. Uh, he's just slightly larger. Not like a different type of creature, massive, but just he is a little bigger. What is noticeably bigger about him is his wings. Uh, his wings look like they are probably usable, whereas the other ones, it's pretty. Their wings are pretty small.
And they all have melee weapons.
So A and B have short swords. He has a two-handed serrated sword.
Um, I think I'm gonna make another. Can I make so for my action? Can I make an insight check and talk again,
Yeah,
or is that not?
you can.
Okay, insight check.
If you're gonna use your whole action to just try to speak, I will let you
Yeah.
also make like a conversational skill check.
Okay. Fucking that one.
Um, this is an insight check on the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And do you say anything? What do you?
I think I just make an insight check first before I speak.
Um, you get the impression that this guy doesn't know what he would do in a fight. Like he doesn't have fighting experience.
Okay. I think, man. Lincoln goes, "We have no quarrel with you. We did though we were after the Gnoll. That was our mission.
Okay. So he is currently standing basically over the body of one of the Gnoll, and with just kind of a massive foot, stomps down onto the shoulder of the already dead Gnoll, and it breaks and dislocates and makes a really unhappy sound. He lets out a growl that is like broken and kind of coughy, that you understand to be laughter, and then a single like shouted growl that sounds like a command, and the four slingers release. So first of all, um, 6 to hit call. That's cocked. A double check. A 20 to hit call. Which hits.
That'll do it.
A whole 4 damage. And let me see if this works. And then
while we're asking this question, how does Rogue's Uncanny Dodge work?
Uncanny Dodge, you just do it. It's a reaction. So you just take half damage. You just say you're using it and you take half damage. I will. It is a reaction, right?
It is a reaction. It also doesn't say how many times I can use it, so like.
So it costs your reaction. You have one reaction per turn.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can use it here. This is only 4 points of damage. If another thing hits you before your turn, you can't use it on that one. So it's up to you.
I will abstain then.
I
will abstain.
And also your trigger was distance. So
yes.
The
slingers do not impact
that. Henry, is that an 18? An 18 to hit?
18 is my armor class.
All right. So you take 4 points of damage. This is bludgeoning damage. You have Fortify tied into your beard, right? And
that's
that,
piercing.
yeah, it's piercing damage. Yeah. And one more on Ren. That is a 18 as well. Three damage to you.
3 damage. Also, Ren did have Chill Touch prepared for anyone who attacks the party.
Correct. Who are you using it on?
Who hit call?
Can you see A and B up in the northeast?
I can see all, yes.
Okay. B is the one that hit call.
Okay. Chill Touch. And I took 3 damage. Okay. And I already forgot how to use my spells. Okay, so that is a...
That did work. The encounter builder tracks y'all's health. It's awesome. I can see everything.
Okay. Nice. Okay, that is a 19.
19 to hit. Does hit.
Nice. And that is 2d8 damage. I don't know why I say it in that voice, but I feel like it's necessary.
Should be 2d8 plus 1 because of your wand, right?
Yes. So that brings it to 12 damage.
He drops dead.
Oh.
The necrotic damage takes hold of him on the shoulder, it lets out a cry and crumples to the ground.
How much damage was that?
12, I believe.
12.
So with that, it is Ren's turn. Or no, sorry. With that, it's still his turn. And he does move within range, so Call, you would get your shot. You would get your shot not there, you would get your shot here. Or there, actually, is when.
Yeah.
You do have height advantage on this.
Excellent. Okay. So that would be a my brain is not on right now. That would be a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Okay. And height advantage, so that would be a 19.
19 damage.
Yeah.
And he moves here and takes a swing at Ren. Or takes his multi-attack at Ren. So, what is it? 2. Okay. That is a 18 to hit.
Yes.
That is a 20 to hit.
That's it.
And an 11.
Nope.
Do, 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 do. 16 damage. And another 10. So it's 26.
Sweet. Okay.
And Call, you're up.
Okay. Let's see. I am going to go ahead and try and shoot the motherfucker that is right next to us.
Okay. Having a enemy within melee of you will give you disadvantage on range attacks.
Okay. Well, in that case, can I disengage back up and then
Absolutely.
try and shoot him?
You will not. You'll still have height advantage there, but also you would get your sneak attack from Ren being in melee.
Excellent. All right. In that case, I'm going to do exactly that. Now I'm gonna go right here. So just scooting my happy ass out of range. And I'm gonna, let's see, that is a 25 to hit.
That will hit.
Okay. And that is 17.
17 damage. He takes the arrow between his scales and lets out a roar. He did not like that, and he drops into. He looks pretty hurt after that. Or he looks hurt, not pretty hurt. He looks hurt.
Okay.
After that, we have. Actually. Yep. What is your speed? Okay. That kobold runs up a bit and makes a 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Sling attack. That's a miss. And C and D are going to stay where they are. That is a 13 to hit, Henry.
Okay.
And a 18 to hit, Henry.
That hits.
4 damage.
Alright.
He's gonna move there, and he's going to make. That is a nat 20 to hit call, and a 13. So just 10 damage to call.
Oof. Okay.
And this one comes up to Henry. 11 to hit, and a 20 to hit.
Second one hits.
I hit that with mine. 6 damage.
Okay.
He comes up behind you, misses with his first hit, and then gets a slash across your arm.
Is it piercing damage?
It is slashing. No, it is piercing damage. So
Okay,
yeah,
and
you
then
take
only 3?
only 3.
Cool.
And it is your turn.
Alright. Henry casts Find a Steed.
Okay.
And he's gonna summon a warhorse.
Okay.
Does this behave like the motorcycle in Fantasy High, where it's just like another entity? Okay.
One second. Let me double check that. Okay.
In it, like Fabian would get a turn, and then the motorcycle would get a turn, or like the motorcycle would go right after Fabian or whoever was driving it.
So it will act on your initiative. I'm actually going to be a little weird with mounted combat. So as long as you are on it, its movement can be taken interchangeably with yours. So it can move, you can attack, and then it can continue moving.
60 feet of movement. That's nice.
Yeah, it's pretty nice movement. So yeah, let me see if there's a horse token just real quick.
Okay. I have his stat block pulled up because I was anticipating this.
That's good. We just need a horse. Oh hey, nice little horse token. All right, boom. So that is your horse. I'm actually gonna put it on you. Can you still like access yourself to move?
I can move, but I don't see a horse.
You don't see a horse.
No.
Does anybody else see the horse?
I do not see the horse.
New.
Sorry, I moved Henry. Is it still no horse?
No horse.
No horse.
Still no horse, but I believe that there's a horse.
There is a horse.
Henry is mounted, and the horse is Henry, and and Henry is the horse. Okay. That's weird. I was able to add it and delete it, but y'all couldn't see it. That's not a problem that we've had before. Sid sees the horse, but that is because Sid can see my screen. All right, so yeah, you have a horse. Congratulations, you done it. Ooh,
Yay.
no, you don't. It takes
No?
10 minutes to cast Find Seed.
Oh.
Maybe in 10 minutes we'll see the horse.
You would have to hold concentration for 10 minutes to do that.
Okay, well Henry would have known that, even though
Yes,
I didn't.
no, absolutely you would have known that it would take 10 minutes to sit there and cast this spell to call forth your steed.
That makes me really sad. I've been so excited to use it.
That being said,
Okay.
it sticks around after being cast. So after this combat, if you would like to cast it, it just stays with you. Like it doesn't go away eventually.
Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay.
No, it stays
So
until
it's
you
like a
dispel
familiar.
it.
Yeah. So it's like a familiar.
Correct. It is a much stronger familiar.
Um.
But
Okay,
also, there's
so
certain things you can't do with it, and da 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 da.
wow. Then I was not prepared for this. Sorry. Um. I think I'm just gonna hit the guy who's right in front of me, because then I don't.
Okay.
I would have a attack of opportunity if I didn't. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit him. Um. All of you dice are in dice jail.
All? There more than one?
This is my third nat one.
You just rolled another nat one?
I just rolled another nat one.
I am sorry. You need to.
Okay, well, that was my first one though, because I get 2 attacks,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay. 18 to hit.
18 does hit. Yeah. Anything you're gonna add on to this?
Yeah. Can I use
So
my
you can only add Smite because you've already rolled the hit. So all you would be able
Okay.
to do is add just regular Smite. You wouldn't like you have two that are like extra Smites, but you can just add regular Smite.
Where is that?
I believe it's under actions. Um, Divine Smite, yes. So when you hit with a melee weapon attack, you can expend one spell slot to add 2d8 radiant damage. If you choose to use higher levels, it adds a d8 for every level higher.
My d8. One of my d8s fell across the floor, so I'm just gonna roll. Okay, so I add 2d8.
So it's your regular damage plus 2d8.
Okay. Oh yeah, I was just reading. I could add another spell slot and add another
If
d8 if I wanted to.
you
I'm
can do
not gonna do that though. So I'm just gonna do 3d8 then, plus 3, 1, 9. That one was cocked. That is 14 damage.
14 damage. He goes from entirely unharmed to looking pretty rough.
Awesome.
Not quite death's door, but he's hurting. Did we?
Oh, where's Bob?
Ren, I think. Oh shoot.
Yes, Ben?
Did we skip your turn? I think we skipped your turn.
We did.
Okay, so you take your turn because you should have had at least the opportunity to get out of melee range with the thing that did more than half your health and damage in one.
Yeah, that thing
turn.
earlier was my
Yeah,
reaction.
you just had you released your prepared spell.
Yeah.
So yeah, you. So we're just gonna have you take your turn, and then we'll go, and then it'll be its turn again.
Okay.
Because that was
my turn.
yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna do chill touch on that guy in front of me.
Okay.
And that is and we discussed this, even though it's technically a ranged spell, you were like, it's called chill touch. That's
Yeah.
dumb. I'm not gonna give you disadvantage at melee range, so
Correct. I forgot what I had flavored it to, but yes, that is what it was.
okay, that is a 25 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay, and I am level 5, so guess what I forgot again. Yeah, so that's 2d8 on the Watch'em.
Mm-hmm.
I should just leave my d8s out.
Probably.
Okay.
It's your main attack die.
Yeah. Plus 1 for the thing. Okay. So, that is I don't know what numbers are. 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. Bonus action movement.
hurt is this guy looking?
After that, he is on death's door.
Quicken spell, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
Okay, so
Another sorcery point.
Yes, that is 2 sorcery points. That is a 26.
26 does hit.
Okay, and dice. That is 8 damage.
You reach out with chill touch the first time, kind of just push your hand into its chest, and it slows. You see this kind of black creeping in between its scales from the necrotic damage, because chill touch is necrotic damage, not ice damage, even though it says chill. It slows a bit, and you see it's still coming at you. It is a hulking, heavy, scary thing. So you reach out with your other hand and push into its chest. The black spreads up to its neck. Ren is not Elsa. The black spreads up to its neck. It looks at you with absolute rage, and then the emotion falls from its eyes, and it drops to its knees. And don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
Don't be mad.
10-foot sphere. So that's Henry and Ren. I need a DC 13 dexterity saving throw, please.
Okay. Okay. 14.
That's a save.
11.
That is not a save.
Not as bad as it could have been.
This is true.
Could have been another nat 1.
It could have been.
You need dice jail.
Literally, it's not even 1. It's all of my dice have performed badly. Even my big dice. All of them are bad.
So Henry takes 14 fire damage as this dreadnought falls to its knees and suddenly erupts in flames.
Oh, they did that.
And it is dead. With that, it would be the Dreadnought's turn, but it is not, because Ren technically killed it a while ago. And it is now Ren's turn again. Well, actually, on its death, you still have your movement from the previous turn, technically. So if you wanted to move, you could. Does Quicken Spell take your bonus action?
I don't believe it does, but let me double check. Yes.
Okay.
To change the casting time to a bonus action.
Okay. So, excuse me. So you have your movement from your previous turn, and then your whole turn to take.
How stupid am I going to be?
Very.
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 Look at Ben.
Ren has 10 health right now.
Hey, numbers.
Numbers.
Ren looks
I'm the DM. I can say whatever I want.
Ren is emotionally compromised.
Ren is
doing so many things.
Ren is a hair above death's door, is what Ren is.
Fine.
Ren's totally fine. Ren is a hair above death's door.
Fine. Okay. Do Henry or Call look more injured?
Of the two of them, Henry has taken more hits. Henry looks more damaged. Yes.
Okay, we're gonna Mind Spike. Yeah, we're gonna Mind Spike B.
Okay. So, did
And
you take movement from
no,
the?
happy
Okay,
where
no
I am.
movement, staying where you are.
Or am I? Am I? No, I'll move here.
Is this before or after my turn?
So,
We skipped
Ren
my
got.
turn,
I
so
skipped Ren last time, so Ren is
Yeah,
getting two
but
back-to-back turns.
right, but so is this happening after I already did damage to B or before?
Technically, this would be this movement is happening before you did damage to B. So
Okay.
B would be, I think, full health or close to
Okay.
it at this time. Excuse me.
okay. Yeah, Ren is happy there, so he just took his movement, and now he gets to cast Mind Spike.
Also, sorry, just to be even more clear. Also, this would have been before Henry took damage. So Call is but it's also before Call took damage. I think at this point both Call and Henry look pretty okay. But
Okay.
I think both of them have taken like 3-ish, 4-ish, 5-ish damage.
Okay. Hmm. I'm already moving over here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna do Mind Spike on B. So we're gonna
Is
stick with
Mind
that.
Mind Spike is a saving throw, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Against 15 Wisdom.
Saves.
Saves. Okay. So half damage on 3d8. Okay. Um. Uh. Yeah, that was a really good roll. That was 16 plus 6 is 22, so 11 damage.
11 damage.
Yep.
Uh, um,
Wait. Yeah.
so Henry and Ren, you are suddenly spattered with brain matter. As once again we got some popping heads, and okay. Uh, so that's. I mean, I guess you have movement again, and a bonus action.
Mm, well. Oh. I'm not gonna hold this up. Ren is happy where he is, so we can. Yeah, I don't really have a bonus action, so let's go.
All right, Call, you're up.
Paul is going to start by disengaging and getting the fuck away from that guy.
All right.
So Paul's gonna scooch over towards their friends.
All right.
And with that, they are going to go ahead and shoot Mr. A right here.
The kobold or the bigger guy? Small guy, big guy.
Bigger guy.
Big guy. Gotcha.
Big guy. This big guy is the more immediate concern. Or actually, I don't have. We're on the same playing field, aren't we?
Sorry, 1 second. As B goes down, within 5 feet, I need Ren and Henry to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Also, have you guys noticed this needy asshole the entire session?
Oh, you're getting spotlighted. Big camera. He has his back to you. Like, I'm not here. I don't need anything.
He's mad at me because I've been sitting here this whole time and not following him to his empty bowl to see how his bowl is empty.
All right,
Love him.
saving throws.
16.
21, 16. All right. Congratulations, you don't get petrified.
Jenny, are you okay?
Yeah, just viscerally hate petrification.
Oh, sorry, you
It's
wouldn't have
the
been
worst.
petrified. Oh no, yeah, if you get another
Or
save for it before you get petrified, but nothing happens because you saved.
okay. Yeah, there's the paralyzed and then petrified. So yeah, both are
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. The petrified is a real dick
Petrified is
because
very
there's not
bad.
like you need like greater restoration or super potions to fix it. Um,
Yeah, so I was thinking paralyzed. Petrified is just really bad. So yeah, paralyzed
uh,
just makes you lose your turn. Anyway,
anyway, you are all, or the two of you are totally fine. Call continue. I apologize.
Yeah. So we're on an even ground about here, aren't we?
Correct.
Correct. Okay.
And you
In
used
that
your bonus
case,
action to disengage, so you can't insightful fighting.
yes. Okay. And I have not looked at this die, so I'm just gonna go ahead and roll it
Sure.
now instead of the interrupted roll. Okay, that would be a whole 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Excellent. All right. In that case, now I only get a normal roll instead of my sneak attack roll, so it's going to be significantly lessened. Yeah, I rolled well. So that is going to be an 11.
He takes the arrow and drops to a knee, and is immediately bloodied. And now, let's see how brave we are. We're not very brave. He runs away. Jesus. Not very brave. Uh, one of the kobolds doesn't just break shit and run.
caveman.
Um, and then gets a 18 to hit on Henry.
Rude.
Like
That
these guys,
hits.
they have like a slingshot. Like they're not that good at hitting, but one of them has hit Henry every round, and Henry takes 5 damage.
This one has a vendetta against Henry for some reason.
One
I'm
of
the
them,
Goliath to their David.
one of them didn't pee themselves and run, and still managed to hit Henry. Um,
Honestly, give that guy a raise.
uh,
For real.
a
He's doing
raise
the most.
of one
This
arrow.
poor guy.
He's the MVP of this combat session.
And our other friend here is going to approach and fucking 4. So that's a 7 to hit Ren.
Hits.
Cock.
No,
And a 17 to hit Ren.
that one hits.
Stay away from my friends.
Which does 5 damage.
That.
Man, one of the guys in this combat did a lot of damage. And Henry, you're up.
Okay, I immediately place hands on Ren and give
Excuse me.
him 15 hit points.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It looks like I can only do one creature per turn.
Correct.
So I am going to move over here so that either maybe he'll attack me or at least somebody gets advantage on extra flanking. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Any bonus actions?
No, I'm good.
All right. Then I believe it is Ren,
Okay. Um,
looking much healthier now.
this is me not wanting to metagame. So when the other guy blew up, did Henry and Ren notice that there would have been an effect?
So
when they
sorry.
saved
Let me
Nancy?
real quick. I will read specifically what it says. So as the death strike hit it, uh, its scales went gray, and you heard a crackling of it turning to stone. And a gas was released from everywhere that there was a wound on it that was released, and y'all like started inhaling it and coughing it out, but were able to resist. Like you feel this tenseness in your muscles that you're able to just kind of shrug off and continue through. So yes, you know that something will happen.
Okay, so yeah, especially after the other guy blew up on Henry. So yeah, Ren's gonna be a little cautious of that. Hmm.
So yes, you have watched one of these creatures explode, one turn to stone and emit a gas, and there's the third.
Yeah, Henry
We
moved
are
closer.
all within range.
Henry's like,
Okay.
let me stand right next to this homie.
Nah. Ren is gonna call to his people, get away from it. 2, 3.
Are we able to do that, Ben?
On your turn.
Well, he's gonna disengage.
Oh, okay.
You know what? Yeah, he'll disengage. No, no, he'll take the AOL. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, because that's fun. So he'll go ahead and take the attack of opportunity.
20 to hit.
Hmm?
20 to hit.
Yeah, that hit.
Whopping 2 damage.
Ooh, okay, nice. Because he also wants to take his action to hit people.
You 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 are not a rogue and cannot use your bonus action to disengage. Or do you have
Yes,
something
that's
that
right. No, he didn't disengage. He didn't
Oh yeah,
disengage.
because you
Instead,
just got hit, so obviously you did
yes,
not disengage.
yes, because
I'm good at
that's how I
remembering
play
things
my characters,
sometimes.
and that's how they die.
Just running by people with swords.
I'm like, I have shit to do. I can't like protect myself. So okay, so he's going to do chill touch on D, who is still hanging out up there.
hmm His
Do
raise is necrotic damage.
okay.
Capital.
That's 14 to hit.
That'll hit.
Cool. So I have to check this every time. Christ.
2d8 plus 1.
2d8 plus 1, yeah. 12 damage.
He you see as the cold black hand streaks from your wand to its face, and everywhere it touches goes black, and he topples off of the cliff, dead.
Nice.
Um,
Hey guys, remember when Ren told Barnabas that he didn't think he could hurt people with magic? Remember
popping
how we started
heads,
the campaign with
popping
that?
heads.
Remember how like that was like one of the
Oh,
first scenes of the campaign?
I mean, to be fair though, these guys straight up just immediately started surrounding y'all and then attacked while y'all were trying to talk them down. Um,
Henry took 2 turns to say, "Hey, we're good, right? We good?"
um,
And then laugh.
also, Barnabas did say stay safe, so.
He did. Okay, and that is Ren's turn.
Call, you're up.
Okay. Call is going to do their new favorite move, which is immediately start by disengaging and getting the fuck out of range.
Call does a cool little roll on the ground.
Yeah, make it fashion. So Call is going to skip and jump out of the way, and they are going to ready an action to shoot big guy A as soon as Henry moves out of range.
Okay.
And out of range being at least 10 feet away.
Okay. Yeah, that's everything you can do. We have kobolds sprinting into the distance, and we have angry spicy boy taking a swing at Henry.
Question.
Go ahead.
Oh, um, can I clarify my ready action instead of being as soon as Henry moves out of the way to as soon as Henry is out of
So
a 10-foot range of
whenever there's none of your friends are in range within 10 feet of him, you're gonna shoot. Gotcha.
Yeah, just clarifying
Um,
that.
11. 20 to hit Henry.
Oh, because it's his turn?
Yep.
Yeah, that hits.
And then 3 piercing damage halved to 1. No, sorry. It rounded up. Half to 2.
How dare.
Sorry, that's how the game's played. And it is your turn.
Okay. Well, he's gonna get an attack of opportunity on me because I'm getting the fuck out of there.
You
And then I
can
am get.
you can take the disengage
Oh,
action if you would
oh
like.
no.
He did just have his turn, so he would have another reaction. So he would get an attack of opportunity if he left his threatened area.
Well, I don't. What I know. Okay, so since Call's ready in action is drawing their bow, I would see that, right?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You're in
Because if
combat.
not, then Henry's gonna attack. What is my stuff? 18.
Yeah, you can see Call prepared to attack, but not attacking.
Okay. Since I see that Call's doing that, I'm gonna use disengage as my action.
Okay. Go ahead, Call.
Okay.
You are low ground, so
Yeah, and I just rolled a hot fat nat 1. I missed.
So this is a new bow. This is the first combat you're using your new bow. And I'm going to say that you accidentally strung it too tight, and your bowstring breaks upon release. It's a steelwood bow. It's a lot of pound pressure, and so you have spare strings, so you can
Okay.
restring your bow. But it will take you an action to do so.
Okay.
And that might be something you would look into in the future. Getting a higher quality or bowstrings that fit your bow better.
How dare. Okay. Do I get at least to keep the arrow that fucked?
I'm gonna say the arrow just like drops to the ground in front. You release the bow, the string snaps, and the arrow just like falls out of your bow in front of you.
Okay.
I will point out you do have other weapons. I believe you have daggers, and they can be thrown, so the damage dice is a little smaller, but still uses every bonus that you already have.
Yes.
So that was Henry's turn and Call's ready to action, and it is now Call's turn.
Ren's turn? Wait, what? What about Ren's turn?
It's Ren's turn. Of course. That's as I said, it's Ren's turn.
Why do you hate Ren?
Because okay, so it doesn't make sense. I don't. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I don't know why It's because there's huge batches of enemies everywhere, but between Henry and Ren, there's only one enemy between Henry and Ren on the tracker that I'm using. So.
Yes. Okay.
Ren's turn.
Just the turn tracker. Okay, it's Ren's turn. Chill touch.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know what numbers are. 15.
15 to hit. That is a hit.
And 6 plus 8 is 14 plus 1 is 15 again. Okay.
That's a cantrip.
That's a cantrip.
You watch as he whips around as Henry, disengages from him, and calls. String snaps upon the release of their arrow. You release once again the black icy hand that goes forward and crashes into his chest. The blackness spreads and then quickly turns to gray as you hear the crackling sound once again, and then the hiss of the gas escaping from it, as it turns to stone. And there are now two draconian statues on top of this hill, and also the charred corpse of another on the slope of the hill. And with that, we are going to have to end today's session. We fall out of combat. Something to remember for next session is there are two kobolds just sprinting into the hills away from you. And yeah, good combat, guys. Well done.
Yeah.
Ren almost died in a round.
He was fine. He's got stuff, Ben. He's got stuff.
Oh, you do have you have I don't want to die stuff, don't you?
Yeah, he has I don't want to die stuff.
Yeah. The DM says die, and Ren goes, I don't want to.
So,
Just
yeah,
like
so
most half orcs who are just like, nah.
we love half orcs. A half orc, shadow sorcerer.
Just doesn't die. It's basically a zealot barbarian.
I want a zealot barbarian so bad. Okay, yeah.
Zealot barbarians have a class feature that is literally too angry to die. They can literally just go into negative health until the end of the encounter. Like, they just keep going and keep fighting, and then when the encounter ends, they take all the damage that drops them below zero. Which, depending on the encounter, could mean instant death, but also depending on the encounter, like in something like this where you take 5 hit points below zero, it's just like you finish killing everything and and you fall down. So yeah, that was great. Good night, Sid. And we'll save all of the everything for after combat for next session. He's dead.
Appreciate it. It's past my bedtime.
Okay, go bed.
Good night, Bronwyn.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I was excited for combat. I like combat.
I didn't realize there was gonna be kobolds this time, and I thought we were gonna kill the gnoll and then get to talk and then come upon some kobolds. And I was like, yeah, it's gonna be the session we talk about Bennett. Nope.
Yeah. Jenny.
What?
You had 10 health! And you're like, I will go up to the guy with someone.
It's fine.
I was sitting here. See, I do this thing basically every combat where I'm like, okay, I have scaled every combat the same. It should be the same, according to the encounter tracker and everything. It should be the same difficulty for y'all, every time so far. I'm wanting to move away from that. I'm wanting to give y'all kind of more smaller encounters because I think that's the way the economy is supposed to work in the game. But as of yet, y'all have only had big encounters that you rest before and rest after. But every time the big guy comes in and gets a hit in, and I'm like, oh no, I killed them all. That
That's what I
guy,
thought too.
yeah,
We're fine.
yeah, he walked up to Ren and just dropped a hot 26 on him.
Fine.
Oh man, I was.
Ren killed him, so.
Ren did kill him. I mean, he got he got a sneak attack from Call early on, and then the chill touch, double chest grab. So just continuing with the flavoring of Ren liking to go up with the chill touch. So technically, if you were doing it in that way, you wouldn't be using the wand. But also, I don't want you. I still want you to have. I like the flavor of grabbing them with your necrotic damage. I like it a lot, so I think I'm gonna still give you the +1, but just technically this isn't associated with the wand. So if in the future you aren't using the wand, I'm still gonna give you a +1 damage when using Chill Touch as a melee attack.
I'm not gonna fight you on that. Okay.
I like the flavor a lot.
I like that too. I appreciate this.
How
So yeah,
how did y'all like my descriptions of attacks and
Oh,
such?
loved it.
very well. It was fun.
Yeah,
So
I noticeably more awesome this session.
Thanks. I really like describing necrotic damage. It's fun.
it's very fun. It's very, very fun. Um, I I don't know. I just like how it appears. You know, like it describes like a skeletal hand with shell touch. You know, and yeah, a ghostly skeletal hand. And
I was definitely leaning more into the ghostly as I was describing it, but
I love the ghostly shit. So I don't know. I just
yeah.
like this.
I was picturing a like bluish black hand shooting across that's like kind of made of smoke and hitting and dispersing, and as it disperses, that blackness spreading out.
And I like this like pale kind of ashy gray kind of thing, like that and black, where it's just like, oh, you're sick. Like something's dead here. I don't know. I like the sick aspect.
Something's wrong going on here.
Something's wrong here. Yeah. So I enjoy this. All right.
Yeah. Well, I am now very tired and my voice hurts. So.
Good session.
Wait, next week? When are we playing?
Oh.
Friday?
Wait, this coming Friday or next Friday? Because that's a long time.
This coming Friday.
I am prepared. I like. I have stuff ready. So I could totally do Friday if everyone.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes, Friday would be good. Okay. All right. Well, good night.
Good night.
Good night. Bye.
And good night to everyone at home who may or may not be watching. I'm pretty sure the only active viewer has already left, but this is a Easter egg for anyone who watches the whole video all the way to the end. I love you all, and this is my favorite thing to do is play Dungeons and Dragons.